Ladies and gentlemen, pet lovers and resilient souls, today I want to embark on a more in-depth exploration of a topic that touches the hearts of millions across the globe: managing pet-related stress. In a world filled with chaos and uncertainties, our pets can be our greatest source of joy, but they can also bring about their fair share of challenges. The key to thriving in this journey lies in developing greater resilience. So sit back, grab your furry friends if you have them nearby, and let's dive into the 5 steps that will help you conquer pet-related stress and emerge stronger, wiser, and happier. I want to begin with a story that many of you might find familiar. It's a story about a woman named Sarah. Sarah had always dreamed of having a pet dog, and when she finally adopted one, she felt an overwhelming sense of joy and companionship. But soon the realities of pet ownership began to set in. Financial stress due to unexpected vet bills, sleepless nights dealing with a mischievous puppy, and the heart-wrenching pain when her furry friend fell ill. All of these experiences took a toll on Sarah's emotional well-being. You see, pets, they bring immense love into our lives, but they also bring challenges, responsibilities, and yes, stress. But Sarah, she refused to let pet-related stress define her life. She embarked on a journey to develop resilience, and today she's not only a loving pet owner but also a shining example of how we can thrive amidst the trials of pet ownership. Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The greatness of a nation and its moral progress can be judged by the way its animals are treated." Our pets are more than just animals. They are our family, our companions, and they deserve the best from us. But to give them the best, we must also learn to manage the stress that comes with it. So what are these stresses that can often cloud our pet owner bliss? Let's dive into them. Financial strain. The first challenge, and perhaps one of the most common, is the financial strain that comes with pet ownership. The cost of pet care can be significant. From the basics like food and grooming to the unexpected medical bills, the financial burden can be overwhelming. Take, for example, the story of John. John adopted a rescue dog named Max, and their bond was immediate. However, a few months into their companionship, Max fell seriously ill. John was hit with a wave of anxiety and stress. The veterinary bills began to pile up, putting a strain on his finances. Emotional stress. Another significant source of pet-related stress is the emotional bond we share with our pets. This bond is beautiful and unique, but it also means that when they suffer, we suffer. Coping with the illness or loss of a pet can be an emotionally taxing experience. Consider the case of Maria, who had a special connection with her elderly cat, Whiskers. When Whiskers passed away, Maria was devastated. The grief was profound, and it took a toll on her emotional well-being. Behavioral problems. Our furry friends don't always behave as we'd like them to. Training issues, destructive behavior, and incessant barking can lead to frustration. Imagine coming home to find your favorite shoes chewed to pieces, or your neighbors complaining about your dog's incessant barking. These situations can undoubtedly lead to heightened stress levels. Balancing act. Lastly, there's the constant juggling act of balancing the demands of work, social life, and pet responsibilities. The guilt of leaving your pet alone for extended periods can be stressful too. It's a challenge that many working pet owners face on a daily basis. But here's the thing, these challenges are not insurmountable. They are hurdles on the path to a more profound and rewarding relationship with our pets. It's all about how we approach them. Now let's get to the meat of this talk. How can we develop greater resilience and manage pet-related stress effectively? Here are the 5 steps to greater resilience. Step 1. Redefine expectations. Sarah learned that managing pet-related stress begins with setting realistic expectations. It's essential to understand that pet ownership isn't always a walk in the park. When you bring a pet into your life, you're entering into a long-term commitment filled with ups and downs. Consider the words of Maya Angelou: "Do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better." When it comes to pet ownership, it's all about learning and growing. Don't expect perfection from yourself or your pet. Seek advice from experienced pet owners. Do your research, and remember that it's okay to ask for help when you need it. Step 2. Establish a support network. One of the most powerful ways to overcome pet-related stress is by building a support network. Connect with fellow pet lovers, join local pet clubs, or engage in online forums. Sharing your experiences and learning from others can be immensely reassuring and valuable. Think about it this way. When you're part of a community of pet owners, you're not alone in your journey. You can seek advice, share your triumphs and challenges, and find comfort in knowing that others have faced similar situations. It's a reminder that you're part of something bigger, a community of people who love their pets and are committed to their well-being. Step 3. Strengthen financial preparedness. Financial stress can be a significant burden for pet owners. To conquer this challenge, create a budget specifically for pet expenses, including emergencies. Consider pet insurance, and don't hesitate to seek financial advice when necessary. Remember, being financially prepared is an act of love towards your pet. Let's revisit John's story. After Max's illness, John realized the importance of financial preparedness. He started setting aside a portion of his income specifically for pet-related expenses. He also researched pet insurance options to safeguard against unexpected medical bills. This proactive approach not only eased his financial stress, but also ensured that Max received the best care possible. Step 4. Invest in self-care. It's easy to put your pet's needs above your own, but self-care is crucial. Take time for yourself, practice mindfulness, engage in activities you love, or even just take a walk with your pet to clear your mind. Remember the words of Johnny Depp, the only creatures that are evolved enough to convey pure love are dogs and infants. Your pet will appreciate a happier and more relaxed you. By taking care of your mental and emotional well-being, you're not only benefiting yourself, but also enhancing your relationship with your furry companion. Consider the story of Amy, a dedicated pet owner who juggled a demanding job and the responsibilities of caring for her energetic dog, Buddy. She often felt overwhelmed and stressed. However, she started setting aside time for daily walks with Buddy, using that time to disconnect from work and connect with nature. These walks became a form of meditation for her, allowing her to recharge and find solace in the midst of her busy life. Step 5. Learn and adapt. Learning is a lifelong journey, and pet ownership is no different. Continuously educate yourself about pet care, training, and behavior. Stay flexible and adapt to the changing needs of your pet. Eric Hoffer wisely said, "In times of change, learners inherit the earth, while the learned find themselves beautifully equipped to deal with a world that no longer exists." This rings true for pet owners as well. The world of pet care and pet behavior is constantly evolving, and staying informed is key to effectively managing pet-related stress. Let me share the story of David, a pet owner who adopted a rescue dog with a troubled past. David faced numerous behavioral challenges with his new companion. Instead of giving up, he enrolled in a dog training class and immersed himself in learning about canine behavior. Through patience, persistence, and a willingness to adapt his approach, David transformed his dog into a well-behaved and happy companion. In closing, managing pet-related stress is not just about keeping your pet happy, it's about keeping yourself happy too. Our pets bring love, joy, and companionship into our lives, and it's our responsibility to ensure that this relationship remains fulfilling and positive. Remember Sarah, she redefined her expectations, built a strong support network, managed her finances wisely, invested in self-care, and continued to learn and adapt. Today, she radiates resilience, and her pet is a source of joy, not stress. So what are the takeaways you can implement immediately? Start by setting realistic expectations about pet ownership. Connect with fellow pet owners and build a support network. Create a budget for pet expenses and consider pet insurance. Prioritize self-care to maintain your mental and emotional well-being. Never stop learning and adapting to the changing needs of your pet. In the journey of pet ownership, let resilience be your guiding star. Remember, it's not about avoiding stress, but mastering it. Embrace the challenges, learn from them, and grow stronger with your furry companions by your side. Thank you, and may your journey with your pets be filled with love, joy, and resilience.